Four on the floor brought to you by Citywide Banks. 4 questions, 20 seconds each. When you hear the
20?
bell, yeah.
Used to be 30.
When there are 2 people here, it's 30 each. When there are 3 people here, it's 20 each.
Oh, going with big time math.
And the
Look
bell,
at the big brains on less.
Either way, the bell still means keep quiet.
Our salary cap number came down only in 20 seconds.
All right, first question. Do you like the new home run derby format?
I'm going to take it. I like it. I like it a lot. I think it's gotten long and tedious and boring, and guys could get hurt or things could happen. I like the brackets. I like Bryant going against Pujols. I'm glad Pujols agreed to be in it. I love that they're trying to speed it up and make it a little bit more interesting because it has gotten to be a waste of time.
Ding! I think the Papa Shot, when you have a guest shoot Papa Shot on the sports show, is better than the home run derby because it's snappy. There's real tension in the air, and the home run derby you should have a hot dog in one hand and swing the bat with the other. The way the home run derby
maybe off a tee,
or something, or with Kyle Kendrick pitching. Sorry.
Or
had to get that in, didn't you?
Yeah.
You know what? That's what I actually said that around hard. Bryce Harper, his father had surgery, and I said, "Get Kyle Kendrick."
You did? Yeah, baby.
Giving Kyle Kendrick a little national love there. Huh? Oh wow,
that's awesome.
You want a fastball up in the zone? Bryce Harper had 25 home runs. Kendrick had 23 that he'd given up.
It's some stinky cheese.
Have that. You go to Coors Field and you go into the clubhouse. Can I go with?
Oh, sure. I don't mind.
I want to watch.
Neither one of us have never feared. The only Charlie Hayes. He was come looking for me.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of his either. So do I get to answer this?
Nope, you're out.
I know the players like it better because there's not as much downtime, so they don't cool off. I find the whole thing far too long. I hope this whole new format shortens it up. It should. All right, second question. If you lived in New York City, would you attend the parade for the Women's World Cup team?
I'll take this again first because I have a strong feeling here when I saw that question. I lived in New York for 3 years. What I found out about New York is they have a parade every week. I've never seen a town where they take down the barriers, put back up the barriers, because there's so many countries that have their Independence Day. And I watched them all because it's right there in your face. You want the ticker tape in Wall Street and everything. Of course I'd watch it because I love a parade and you get cotton candy and stuff like that, so I'd watch it.
Do they throw stuff, like at Mardi Gras? I mean, you get candy and stuff?
No, it's just cut up phone books. And they get thrown out the window.
But nobody's holding up signs either.
Silly string.
If they throw treats, I'm at the parade. If they don't,
but I could see you there holding up that sign that they hold up in Mardi Gras.
I know. I was trying to avoid that part of the topic. Thank you very much.
Show me your confetti. I'm not even answering.
Show me your championship medals.
If I were in New York City, I would find a way to get out of town. I just don't want to deal with them.
You can't get out of town when there's a parade. They block off.
The A train is still
You don't know anything about New York City. When they have a parade, you can't get from the east side to the west side. So you're not going to get to go.
I don't know about you, Dover, but these two guys don't know how to count to 20.
All right, ESPN has announced that it will not renew Keith Olbermann's show that runs late at night. Where will Keith Olbermann go next? Where will he end up? Does he have anywhere to go? Hasn't he been on every network possible?
Well, there's the man that should have the inside information.
Well, I guess I go first again. When I saw that, I was much more concerned, where do I go next? Because my contract comes up, and they're getting rid of Bill Simmons and Keith Olbermann, and there was somebody else.
That's to pay you.
Where I think he's going to go, he and I share the same agent. So, but I don't have any inside information. But I think he's going to go back to being a political analyst. I think as good as he was, I loved his commentaries on his show. The rest of the show was like most every other show, but I think he was better when he was the anti-Bill O'Reilly.
Yeah, well, I've heard there's an election coming up, so Keith Olbermann on Donald Trump, that would be entertaining TV.
If the Fox News Channel had any cojones whatsoever, they would go to Keith Olbermann and bring him on. But his head would explode, but that would be fun, wouldn't it?
Oh, you're not talking about Fox Sports. You're
Fox News Channel.
Well,
Karl Rove.
No, that's not
Matt
going to work.
Fox.
How about getting a conservative Republican with him and doing like
That's
the
a
old
good
Saturday
show.
Night Live
Yeah.
debates?
Yeah, that would be good. That would,
very
see,
good.
now you're
I
working
think we're
with him.
coming up something. Maybe
Yeah.
I'll call my agent.
Yeah.
But every time I call him, it costs me money.
All right, last question. Would you prefer to sit in seats behind home plate or seats in a luxury suite?
Well, you take it. You take it because
Yeah, you're Mr.
Oh,
Baseball.
I'm behind home plate all the way. I sat there last night. You just feel like you're in the middle of the game. You're looking into the dugout. The guy on deck is literally 6, 7 feet in front of you. You can see the pitches, how they move.
Last night-
Luxury suite is nice. You get to roam around a little, and there's usually pretty good food up there. But I'd rather be right in the middle of the action.
Last night with the rain delay, did you
stayed
buy?
there.
Did you buy seats in the upper deck and just
No,
move down?
I don't buy seats.
Oh, okay. Well, okay, Mr. Big Shot.
No. I've talked all of my very wealthy friends into buying seats behind home plate, knowing that they'll never use all of them.
No, but if you go to and you know, if I've sat in luxury suites because my wife has a real job, and she's invited me to the luxury suite. But to me, if you watch the game, whether it's football, baseball, any sport, from the luxury boxes, you're not there for the game, you're there for business. So you got to be out with the peeps.
A lot of schmoozing in luxury suites. And you, sir?
You guys are idiots. I don't know.
Well,
any
that's
way to do
already
it.
been established.
So I'm up there and I got yeah, bring us a hot dog. I'm up there. Roast beef is a little fat. Could I get
The food is better in the suites, no
another
doubt.
shrimp cocktail, please, and make me a Jack and Diet. I'm down there going, the guy's slogging a beer all over you, and you get a hot dog that's overpriced, it's cold, and you're getting foul balls coming back up there. And as you said, those people up there, you don't have to pay attention to 10 to 2. You could actually have some fun and have a party.
Well, all right, I'm going to tell you about fun, okay? So it rained last night at Coors Field.
Oh,
right?
really?
It did.
So I'm sitting in the seats behind home plate. And
While the rain's
come
going
out,
on?
We come out after the rain delay is
Okay.
over, and the game's about to begin, and the seats are totally swamped, all right? They're all wet. I'm on the Angels dugout. I'm 4th row right on the dugout. I look into the dugout. I see David Freese and Albert Pujols, and I say, guys, can you throw me one of those towels? And Freese throws me a towel, and I wipe off my seat.
Here you go, old man.
Don Baylor is the Angels hitting instructor, a friend of ours, right? Managed the Rockies for 6 years. During the game, I'm talking to Don Baylor. That's fun. That's fun. Instead of cutting the fat off my steak in the luxury suite, come on.
I can go in the clubhouse and I go, hey, Don, how you doing? Let's sit down and talk. You don't have to throw me a towel. We don't have to sit on wet seats. Hey, David, how you doing? How are things at third? I still remember that great playoff run you
World
had. You're
Series
really
with the
great.
Cardinals.
I don't have to shout over the dugout, hey, can I get one of those balls? Throw me that infield ball. Oh, can you throw me a towel? Did you sell it on eBay? What are you talking about? What
Now,
are
I'll give
you
you this.
doing sitting behind the Angels?
Football?
You are supposed to be a Rockies guy.
Who said that? Who said I'm supposed to be a Rockies
You
You
guy?
live
could sit in the
I'm an
Mumford
objective
seats. Nobody
reporter.
sits there.
I'm a journalist.
Well, then why are you sitting behind the Angels?
That's where the seats were. I didn't have a choice as to where the seats were. I'll tell you this, football, I'm in a luxury suite every time. I'm not sitting in the stands for football.
Have you ever, and I know the answer to this because yesterday he's online trying to buy Broncos tickets, single seats in the middle, but I know he, at Broncos games, he every year sits in section 513 or something like that.
Yeah.
Have either one of you, I know he's done it, but I don't think you have. You ever sat in the Rock Pile?
No.
Yes, of course.
I knew the answer
No
to that
interest.
question.
Yes.
He's a Rock Pile kind of guy. I've sat in the Rock Pile. I knew you wouldn't walk out to the Rock Pile if somebody paid you $100.
Nope.
You wouldn't sit among the great unwashed masses.
Yeah.
We do that. So I can
Don't
sit
feel
in
like I'm in the
luxury
game.
seat.
Baseball is about the carpet of peanut shells under your feet, and then if you don't like the game, you go
In the press box.
That's your world. That's not my world.
Well, he's
if
got
I'm,
one better
if
than
I'm
yours.
sitting, if I'm sitting in the rock pile watching a game, I'd sooner be at home where I get a better view. I don't want to be in the road. I don't want to be in the rock
we got to
pile
remember, he's got all those very wealthy
No,
friends.
no.
You have a very
It's
wealthy wife. I have very
And
wealthy ex-wives.
You're independently. Four on the floor, brought to you by Citywide Banks. I already said that, didn't I?
Well,
Yeah,
say
I
it
did
again.
already.
It's okay.
We've given
like
Citywide an
them.
awful lot of love today.
Good.
Citywide's
They
a great
deserve it.
bank. Go there.
Yeah.
Okay, put your money in their bank.